Tonight, the Florida State Nation awakens. They've been waiting for this moment. The Miami Hurricanes are in town. The first test for the reigning ACC champs. And from the I formation, it's an option look. Golson, late pitch to Cook, who's got the edge. Dalvin Cook's off and running. Hamstring looks just fine. Touchdown, Florida State, 72 yards. I think he looks just fine, Kirk, number 4.
Yeah, he sure does. And, you know, that's the first time we've seen the option, the speed option from Florida State with Everett Golson. In Miami, caught off guard there, and Golson runs the option to perfection. And a great block.
Miami didn't come here for moral victories. They need a play here. Keep their chances alive. For the third time in the drive, it's batted down by the Noles, and they'll take over in the final minute.
But Charles Kelly bringing the pressure. And by the way, guess who got his hand up there? Newberry again. The big number 4, it's 6'6". And they battle so hard for Al Golden. You can only imagine what they're going to deal with now, and they got to go back home to Miami and deal with the aftermath of losing yet again to a rival.
Familiar foes reunite as the #1 ranked Florida Gators travel to Tallahassee to take on the #2 ranked Florida State Seminoles in a 1996 showdown. Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, where commentators Keith Jackson and Bob Greasy await the opening kick here on ESPN Classic.
A 3rd down and 23 now. Down he goes. Andre Wadsworth. 282-pound junior from Miami. And the Seminoles are hot.
And that is the 62nd sack of the season.
Robbie Stevenson, the punter. 44+ on the season. Both punters are very good. Pressure here, blocked. They blocked it. And it's down at the 2-yard line. They don't get a touchdown here. The Gators will win this scrimmage. There it is. Hoover. Ooh, those are not boos. Those are altered cheers for the big old fullback. Will surely move to #1. And then wait until the Nokia Sugar Bowl in New Orleans for their chance to claim a national championship. And that snap of the
ball. Undefeated Clemson, ranked #3 in the playoff chase, and #12, Florida State. First down, Cook. Bounces it, gets the edge. Dalvin Cook down the sidelines, headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Cook gets the edge. Dalvin Cook off and running again. They will not catch him. Touchdown, #2 for Cook. Finish the job if you can. Stevenson, the fullback, running left, has a gap. Stevenson gets the edge. Dives down inside the 5.
Still 10 seconds on the play clock.
Golson rolls, fires, far side, touchdown! A flag is down. Hold on. There's a flag on the field.
They might call an offensive pick here. Instead of a rub, it might have been offensive interference with a pick.
Pass interference on the offense. Number 7. 15-yard penalty. Replay fourth down.
The Robinson touchdown taken off the board. They flag Fuller. Headsets stuffed with flying. Golson steps up, loops to the end zone. Intercepted in the back line. Jacob Pugh, the freshman, ends Notre Dame's threat. And the Seminoles are going to survive again. Every time. Took their first lead deep in the fourth quarter. And the win streak's at 23.
Set off again. Maybe that'll be the last we see of that.
Well, guys, sometimes a rivalry gets even more bitter when it gets closer.
Indeed, Josh Baggs and Bolden of Florida State, 2 non-starters, we are told, have been ejected. But we have also been told that Tony George, the starting defensive back for Florida, stays at tailback. Warwick is off to Outson's left. And again, they're going to throw it on first down. Almost on the deflection, Peter Warwick. 10-yard line, cuts back, touchdown, Seminoles. Plus, an old-fashioned defensive war. 2 schools, a couple 100 miles apart. And here's Warwick again on the end around to throw it deep. Got him! Touchdown, Dugans! Florida State, 46 yards. Peter Warwick, a high school quarterback. He is now 2 of 3. Throwing the ball this year for the Seminoles. I know all you experts out there, you got all the 1, 2, or 3, but I'll tell you what, after you settle everything, come play Florida State in Tallahassee. Come on down.
Yeah, if you don't like that, go up to Gainesville and play Florida. There's no picnic either. There it is. A great performance by the Seminoles.
Defensive players on both sides are tired. Very tired. Fresh legs would mean a lot. Now they put Brooks and Alexander back in there. Both of them are sick kids and worn out.
I mean, as far as changing quarterbacks.
Yes, but for fresh legs might mean a lot.
Yeah, but how long would it take him to feel comfortable in the game?
I have no idea. There's a pass intercepted by Devin Bush. And the game is over. Florida State's probably going to get hit with a penalty here for too much celebrating, but that ball was underthrown. Devin Bush read it all the way and scattered into the end zone. That should do it. Florida State runs to the center of the field, and none of these young people who played against either they're in high school.
This for the tie.
mistake for Coker in Miami. Can this be the Noles' year? The kicking game is finally going in their direction.
Another bad snap. This one was low, the last one was high. Ball is low. Punter can't handle it.
Now remember, Monroe is a new holder. He is the punter. That could have been handled. It was not perfect, but I've seen holders handle balls like that, and so is Coach Coker. We got a timeout, folks. It's Florida State and Miami. And this crowd will erupt. That 6-game losing streak to Miami has ended. It wasn't pretty.
Thanks so much, Tim Brando. You haven't missed a thing except the coin toss just a moment ago as both teams against number 9 Florida State. And here comes Chief Osceola. We are about to get this one underway. Let's watch. This is what happened just a couple of moments ago as you look at the Miami quarterback loosening up. Miami didn't want to move back to allow Chief Osceola to come out and put down the flaming spear. That's where the controversy started. 4 years in a row, it has been the Miami Hurricanes winning over the Florida State Seminoles. And in fact, from scrimmage. Corena under pressure. Gets by one tackler, now gets it away, and it's intercepted by Butler at the 37-yard line. Leroy Butler, interception number 7. And we have a fight at the 20-yard line. No flags went down, just extracurricular activity after the pass was intercepted. Fireworks to open it up. Willis with a running play. That is Dexter Carter. Gets outside on the left, has 5, has 10. He will score. Yards. Dexter Carter is a senior. They started him tonight. He has been injured with a down shoulder. Amp Lee was
protecting an 18-game winning streak. It's a school record. Haven't lost in 21 months. We're scheduled to take the field first. Kirk, but Clemson's ready to go already. The Noles still behind the closed doors.
I love this part of the game with all the week's preparation and all the hype. Now you're about to walk into the pit. Now it's time to go, and you've been preparing. Clemson has mentally to know what they're walking into, and now it's here, right in front of them.
McGuire facing late pressure, delivers downfield, and wide open is Rashad Green. The DB fell down, and the Seminoles a point away from tying it. If the Noles get a stop, all they need is the McGuire field goal to win it. Choice, the freshman. Hit! Short! Sweeney gambled, but Chris Hasher and the Noles defense makes him pay.
And guess who?
Williams again, cuts it back. Carlos Williams, and a for the end zone. The Seminoles survive.
You are looking live at Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. The Oklahoma Sooners, the #1 team in the land, invade Seminole territory in an effort to clear the path for the BCS Championship March. And good news for Sooner fans. Seminoles before a sellout crowd in Tallahassee. And the #1 team in the nation will oppose it. The Oak is backed up toward the back of his end zone, with Greg Reed attempting to give the Noles some field position.
Movement by Oklahoma.
Line judge saw it.
Aaron Colvin, 14 on the edge.
This shrinks the angle, Herbie, for the Rushmen.
Got to think that this is where Greg Reed, one of the most electrifying playmakers in all of college football, has a chance to make something happen.
Another penalty. On the snap, the defense forced a false start.
False start on the offense. Number 45. Half the distance of the goal. Right there.
Bob trying to get those officials' attention. He's all the way out at the 10-yard line. Brent, you've been doing games a long time. I've been doing games as well. This place has not been this loud since Chris Wanke was a quarterback here. It's been about 10 years since this place rocked like this.
Agreed. Here we go now. Tressway. Very close to the end line. Reed awaits it. And because of where he was in the pressure, that's his poorest punt of the evening. On the 3rd and a bunch, Trickett goes deep. Great grab! Breaking free, 15, 10, Green. Touchdown! How about the freshman from Albany, Georgia? Rashad Green, 56 yards on a 3rd and 28.
My man, Brent, what the heck, 3rd down and long? We saw some of this last week, 3rd and 28, a mile against this defense. Brent, we saw this with Denard Robinson last week. Throw it up and hope your receiver makes a play. That's exactly what the freshman Green did for Trickett. Wait till you see the safety, Javon Harris. When we come back, we'll show you the angle that he took.